See? Not so bad.
Jurassic World Dominion is the final film in the Jurassic Park franchise. 4 years after the destruction of Isla Nublar, dinosaurs now live and hunt alongside humans all over the world. Another Jurassic World movie. If you don't know me, I love the first Jurassic Park, but everyone loves that movie. The Jurassic World movies are a mixed bag for me. I think the first one is just fine. It's fun. It's literally a theme park ride. And the second one, I actually think is directed really well, and it's paced pretty well. But the overall movie and the overall plot is so fucking stupid that I can't say it's a good movie. And it's actually a pretty poor movie, despite looking great and actually paced pretty well. So I didn't really have high hopes for this new one. All I heard was this is what the creators of Jurassic World have wanted to do for a very long time. If you haven't seen Fallen Kingdom, this is spoilers for that. At the end of Fallen Kingdom, all the dinosaurs are released into the world, now they're among us. Which sounds like a fun idea, and we finally have it. And what do I think of Jurassic World Dominion? I was very disappointed in this film, even though I didn't have much expectations for it. I don't know where to begin with this film. It feels like the creators, the filmmakers, the director, it seems like everyone was on cruise control when they made this film. Granted, I know that they ran into a lot of issues with the pandemic, but everything here did not feel creative at all. It felt so generic. It just felt like everyone was just going through the motions. From a filmmaking standpoint, this is one of the worst Jurassic World movies we've seen. There is no creativity with a lot of these shots. It is edited horribly. And it seems like that bad editing is a result of missing shots. It's like the post-production team had to edit a sequence together and they're like, shit, we're missing a bunch of shots. We're missing something here to weave it all together perfectly. And it just looks like shit. Like a lot of quick edits, a lot of quick cuts, and it seems like a lot of parts of the film is missing. I don't know if it's actually there and they had to cut down some shit to make this movie not way too long, because this film is absolutely way too long, but it was very jarring in that sense. Like, there is a sequence where some of our main characters are walking through a hallway, but then the villain is coming through a different hall. And you would think in a normal movie like this, you would see a cut of the guy coming towards them, but that's not there. They cut to the main characters, they kind of look at the hallway, and you hear like footsteps in the background, they run away, but it was like stock sound, like the sound effect you would get from like iMovie or something for footsteps. It was just so jarring in that sense because it clearly looks like they forgot to shoot a shot for all of that to blend together well. Yes, I might be nitpicking. It's the little details like that that drive me crazy though with a movie of this scale, of this budget, that's sometimes the most important part when you make a film like this, are the little details, those quick little shots. You got to get those in your big billion-dollar film. But overall, the movie's just going to feel and look like shit. If you thought the whole military plot in the first Jurassic World movies was really stupid, don't worry, it's not really in here. But it is replaced by something else that's almost just as stupid. It's not as stupid, but it's just dumb. It's so stupid because it's such an uninteresting plot. It has to do with bugs. I can't talk about too much of the spoilers, but I feel like it becomes a distraction in this film. This film feels like missed potential, wasted opportunity, because you have this idea of all the dinosaurs pretty much submersed into the world, and you could do a lot with that. You could have had some great sequences, but overall, it's wasted. There's nothing like that in this film. Yeah, there's some sequences. I think there's maybe really one, and there are fun little shots and fun little things they do with that concept, but overall, it feels like there could have been so much more. Like, majority of this movie takes place in a sanctuary that is cut off from the rest of the world. So essentially, you're back at another Jurassic Park or another Jurassic World, which might be cool to some people, but I feel like this whole concept that they've built up for the last two movies, it's completely wasted. And it feels exactly the same. It feels like we're just going through the motions. There's nothing creative here. And we get in those sequences, there's nothing really fun about them. nothing really suspenseful or scary. It just felt like everyone's like, all right, we gotta make another Jurassic World movie because we have to make it a trilogy. We have to wrap it up somehow, and while we wrap it up, let's just bring everyone back. We gotta bring everyone back. Yes, all the original characters are back in this film. And I can't lie, being such a big fan of the first Jurassic Park movie, there were some fun little moments with them. And it is fun to see them on screen. But I can't help it though. It felt so forced. It doesn't really feel like they need to be there, and that can become distracting sometimes. And it wastes a lot of time to get to where we want to go with these characters and everything like that. This movie, like I said before, is way too long, and it feels like it's focusing on the wrong things. It seems like this could have been a fun dinosaur adventure with dinosaurs roaming around the real world. Something we've never seen in a Jurassic Park movie. We've kind of seen it before, but not to this scale. And they didn't really do much with it. Feels like the creators had no idea how to wrap all this up, while at the same time wanting to throw in a bunch of Easter eggs and callbacks, bring back the original characters while focusing on these new characters and also introducing new characters at the same time, having a normal plot to carry you through the movie. But it seems like everything they did in that sense failed. The more I think about it, there's really not much I enjoyed about this film. Do I think it's as bad as the second one? Honestly, I don't know. The second one's problem was how stupid the plot was. There are just so many moments in that film that made me laugh out loud. But I could actually rewatch the second one and be fine because it is a decent runtime and it's paced alright and it looks pretty good. Even though the whole story and plot is fucking stupid. Here, the plot here is pretty fucking stupid too, but it's way too long. It takes a while to get to where we want to go. It's pretty poorly paced, and overall, very disappointing. Like I said in the beginning, I did not have high hopes for this film. I had some, just because it seemed like this is what the creators wanted to do. But really, this is what they wanted to do? It all feels the same. It feels like nothing unique. Nothing new, and nothing creative. I'm going to give Jurassic World Dominion 4.5 Davey Daves. There are some fun sequences, and they do throw in some fun little Easter eggs and callbacks, like not just Easter eggs from the original film. Like you saw in the trailer, some dinosaurs actually have feathers, and I think that's how dinosaurs were supposed to look like in real life. So they do fun little things like that, but that's really the only enjoyment I found in this film. Pretty disappointing, like I said. If you're a big fan of these Jurassic World movies, I don't even know if you're really going to like it because it seemed like my screening didn't really enjoy too much. They had fun with some moments, but overall, it seemed like people were pretty disappointed. But I am curious to hear what you guys think, so once you've seen it, please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.